very good evening. Thank you very much for joining us today. This is Nanda Kumar KV, founder and CEO at iLead Tax Academy and iLead Tax LLC. Hearty welcome. So foremost, I just wanted to congratulate you for taking time to know what is enrolled agent, who is an enrolled agent, and everything about enrolled agent. Okay, one such life transformation course or a license, I would say. Okay, so as you're watching this video, I encourage you to please like and share this video so that many people can come in and they also be benefited just like you. Okay, so I have titled this as 7 things to know about becoming an enrolled agent in 2020 and of course in 2021. Okay, I hope you are enjoying the session. Okay, so please share it. Let it be known. At least you must know who is an enrolled agent. Okay. So there are 7 things I want you to walk you through today. So let's begin with what's going on around you, right? We all know we are stuck with coronavirus, right? And what are the effects of it? Yeah, no work, no jobs, unemployment, pay cuts, job crisis. Supply chain is affected, layoffs, lockdown, healthcare, stimulus checks, where if you are working, somebody who is working in the US, it's been terribly affected, right? And you should know this. Maybe you are out of job or not making enough at your job, but you must know that the current unemployment rate in India, you see, the state-wise, right from Pondicherry to Himachal Pradesh, you see India is currently at 23.5%. This is as of April, and now it has come to some 17 or 19%. Okay, and it is improving, is what they say, but still improving the unemployment rate. Does it improve your living standards? That is something you got to question yourself. And also, so many news channels, right? They talk about the job crisis and all. So that is something you may want to look into. I'm sure you know that. See, one of the major problems that the today's youth or everybody is struggling with, as you see here, this is a report that is given by ASSOCHAM, right? It's Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India. So as you see here, the problem is not unemployment. The problem is unemployability. Meaning people are educated, but they are not being employed. What is the problem? See what the Chamber of Commerce says here. More than 50 lakh students graduate per year, but very few are fit to be employed. Hey, MBA people, don't you agree with me? Are all your friends hired at the campus placements, at the campus interview? Many are left behind, right? Many are left behind. Why is that? Why is that? Now, here is an industry leader, who says this. More than 50% of Indian graduates lack basic employability skills. The emphasis here is skills and not the qualification. And unfortunately, rather than blaming the education system or our teachers or our government or our parents, I think it is up to us how we upgrade our skills, right? And if you look at the current industry expectation, they want one person to be doing so many jobs, right? We see that, so many people are being laid off now. Why do you think they are being laid off? Because the company doesn't need them. The company doesn't need them. They're not improving. They're not proactive. They can't learn new things. The skills are not being upgraded. They're just resting on the past glory, right? Their qualification, their position, there is nothing that's adding value to the company, nor it is increasing any revenue. So obviously you will be someone who will be out of the company. You see here the survey that is conducted by PwC, the PricewaterhouseCoopers. So what it says is today the industry needs problem solvers. What is that? Problem solvers, okay? You may have technical expertise, but it is very, very important. Do you have these abilities, the problem solving abilities, how you collaborate and work as a team? What is your stand as a leadership when there is a crisis? How do you adapt to new things, and how creative and innovative are you in offering solutions to the company? You may be sitting there and having your own views about, okay, I lost my job, my employer is like this, market is like this, corona has affected. Agreed. But is that totally acceptable? Is that the only reason why you are struggling? I think that is something, you may want to. If PwC, if the management team, if the industry leaders are giving, this kind of a report, I think you may want to check and give yourself a rating from 1 to 5 for yourself, right? Where do you stand? Are you a problem solver, or are you somebody who just talks about the problems? Now see here, if you see, the impact of unavailability of key skills. This is what the CEOs are saying. Why are they not finding the right talent? What is it that the CEOs are struggling with? We are not able to innovate effectively, right? I just remember, what Steve Jobs said, right? We don't hire people so that we tell them what they have to do. We hire people so that they tell us what we have to do. Are you an expert, or are you just somebody in the crowd? Question yourself. EA certainly is not somebody in the crowd. Look at these key skills, okay? Our people costs are rising more than expected. Obviously, when there is no business, why does the company need to have you? Our quality standards and or our customer experience are impacted. Obviously, if you are in the tax business and just because it is profitable, you get into the business, but you don't have the right qualification, right exposure, right experience, right expertise to deliver value to your clients, do you think you can survive in the business if you are not improving? You cannot, my friend. We are unable to pursue a market opportunity. Hey, market opportunity. How many people knew about EA before this, right? Maybe EA now is like what CA was to your dad, right? This is a wonderful market opportunity you should not be missing on. And we are missing our growth targets. Hey, it's not just the company, that has growth targets. You, as a family person, also must have growth targets. I keep telling this to my students also, and also to my team, that today minus your yesterday must always be positive. Anything that is good, anything that is noble, anything that is of value, your today minus yesterday should always be positive and a plus. Okay. So you should have a growth target. We cancelled or delayed a key strategic initiative and there is no impact on my organization's growth and profitability. Okay. See, while we all may blame our boss or the company or the management, okay, for the layoffs, for the corona, and be upset with God also, right? What is it that you are doing? What is it that you are doing to revive this? Look, these are the countries that are facing the greatest skills shortages today, right from Japan to Spain. And unfortunately, India is in second. Skills shortage. Oh my God, 64%. Now, who is going to teach these skills? There are so many learning tools that is available today on YouTube, on Facebook, on different platforms, even LinkedIn for that matter. But are you somebody who is leveraging that, or are you just trying to, stick to that certificate that you've got? Companies like Google, IBM, Apple, they have very clearly said, we're not looking at qualification, we are looking at skill sets. Skill sets. What are you studying? What are you doing? Does industry need what you have studied? Question yourself. And the worst case, the doomsday is right there. What if your company fired you today? He says, I no longer need you. Look at the stats here. Oh, 20 to 24 age group accounted for 11% of lost jobs. Oh. What is the age group? 20 to 24. Hey. 20 to 24. Unemployment rate in the week ending May 10th. That's 24%. Wow. 14 million jobs lost in 25 to 29 age bracket. 33 million in their 30s lost jobs in April. And you just see there 27 million youth in the age group of 20 to 30 years lost jobs in April as per CMIA. Praise God if you still have a job. God is gracious to you. But having a job doesn't mean that you will be growing in it. You need to upgrade yourself so that your company will also go and grow to the next level as you. Just look at the stats, man. Oh my God. Can you imagine what is 27 million? Hey. What can you do? I no longer need you. The boss comes and tells you, can you start something on your own? How quickly can you find your new job? What is that quality that can get you hired today? What can get you hired today? You're thrown out. Well, they very politely convey that you're no longer needed. What can get you a new job? Can you do something on your own? Can you do something on your own? How quickly can you find your new job? Something to ask yourself. And this, my friend, is very, very important. The future is created by what you do today and not tomorrow. Today, what are you doing? That's very important. And we say, resolve to become an enrolled agent, a US tax expert in 2020. Whatever be the challenges, there is always hope. This is our domain. I never say that make such idiotic statements. This one, the people who have done this, people who have put their efforts, people who improve, people who want to deliver value to the clients through this education, through this license, have prospered. Have prospered. I am one such person standing right before you. And check my LinkedIn profile, you will know more about me. Now, the next one that I wanted to talk is, how does becoming an enrolled agent help you? True. Okay. Now, who is this enrolled agent? Who is this enrolled agent, right? Now, the first thing is a professional, right? He's a professional. Just like, how you have chartered accountants in India, similarly in US, you have somebody called as certified public accountant, okay? Certified public accountant is the world's largest accounting profession, right? Now, EA is the highest tax credential in the USA. Credential in the sense authority. Go to dictionary.com and check the meaning of what a credential means. It means it's a license, it's an authority, not just a qualification. So the first thing it makes you is that you are treated as a professional. Professional. Enrolled agent is a professional. Remember that. The only federally licensed tax practitioner is what IRS calls Internal Revenue Service. So just like how we have income tax department here, similarly you have Internal Revenue Service in the USA, and they treat you as America's tax expert. Now, next one, placement. I'll tell you, how many job openings are there. Go to LinkedIn and just type US taxation. Go to Google and type US tax jobs. Go to Naukri, go to Monster, check. Not just Big Four. You have ADP, RAM, Genpact, Cognizant. Yesterday I saw Royal Enfield. I don't know what they're going to do with US taxation, but there are openings. That's up to you to leverage that. And then package. I'll talk to you about this package also. I mean, as an MBA, if you have invested 1 or 2 lakhs, let's say, are you sure that after your 2 years of MBA, you will get a starting salary of 4 to 5 lakhs? I am sure. I am 100% sure that when you invest into EA, I mean, you're free to do it from anywhere, okay? You need not do it just from iLead Tax Academy. Let me tell you that. I'm talking about the course. I'll talk to you why iLead Tax Academy at the fag end, okay? As of now, I'm telling you, if you are somebody who has invested into EA, so let's say, you spend less than 1 lakh rupees, you can expect a starting salary of 4 to 5 lakhs. Now, does your MBA guarantee that? And the average time that it takes to complete a EA, aram se, is 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months. You tell me if there's any other course that can help you become like that. I would love to launch that also in iLead Tax Academy, because we love creating employment and transforming lives. Okay, next one, practice. Hey, practice. What do you mean by practice? You are licensed to practice. I mean, you serve as an enrolled agent, just like how an attorney, a lawyer or a chartered accountant or a doctor practices his profession. Similarly, you also as an enrolled agent are authorized to practice this education. And then last one, preach. Train somebody to become an enrolled agent. See, currently, there are only some 53,500, maybe you can say some 55,000 enrolled agents only. And in India, you have less than 2,000. When I last saw, it was some 1637 enrolled agents. But look at the opportunities. Look at the opportunities, world of opportunities. So these are the top 5 reasons, why you should consider becoming an enrolled agent. Now look at these career opportunities here. Employment, in law and accounting firms, banks and investment firms, and even we have people who are from US, who are on H4 EAD, who undertake this course. So they're educated, but they cannot get the jobs, right? So somebody, of course, EAD you can. I'm talking about the dependent visa holders. So this is something, you can take up that education. Law has not put any restriction against pursuing this education. So you can pursue this education and you can refer business and get referral bonus. Law doesn't stop you from getting referral bonus, neither the immigration law nor the tax law. So that is a wonderful income opportunity which you must not be missing. If you are somebody on H4, L2 or any other dependent visa, you staying at home, studying at home, you can learn and you can earn. So for the people in the US, right? And if you're working for a decent company, they may also sponsor your US visa. They start with B1 normally, but if you are really doing well, they can also, fund your H1 or L1 too. And you can just, check with your immigration attorney if you need more opinion on this. And practice, as I said, you can establish your own tax practice. You can practice individual or business tax, solve the tax problems like tax evasion, audit, levies, liens, appeals, collections and all, and get tax attorney opinion. And as I said, training. Train others to become enrolled agents. Currently, there are only 53,000 plus enrolled agents and 656,000 CPAs. Note these numbers. Maybe you were not aware of this before, but note these numbers. Just check, right? 53,000 EAs and 656,000 CPAs for a 327 million US population, which includes 4.4 million Indian population in USA. Now maybe the population has changed. So as you see, not even 1% of the total US population has US tax and accounting professionals. Wow. No, there's not even 1 million tax and accounting professionals. Why not be one? Why not serve? They have been shouting, make in India, make in India. We are making you in India. We are making you America's highest tax expert right from this land. Come, explore this opportunity. Now, Google the salaries of the people, who are in US taxation, US accounting, and then US payroll. See, this is something from PayScale. From PayScale, oh, and it's just right in Hyderabad, okay. So they pay this as the starting salary. Hey, watch this properly. 4,91,318 is the salary. Plus you get the bonus, 110,000. Means 5 lakhs plus 1 lakh, almost like 6 lakhs. Almost like 6 lakhs. And also if you know, a little bit of preparing the tax and all, because we here at iLead, we also teach real time and all, you can still expect more. To see the salary of an enrolled agent that is being offered. And also, if you are somebody who has completed MBA, you must not miss out the opportunity of doing EA. Because I'm sure, many of you know that, companies come to your college for campus placements, and they have hired people for US tax positions. If you are an enrolled agent, if you are somebody, who has just completed your MBA or BCom, I mean, if you ask me personally, even if you are pursuing BCom in your final year, just get started. If you are just 18 plus years, just get going, just get started. That's it. Just see here, enrolled agents, they earn more than an average MBA. I mean, it helps you a lot in campus selection and then job placements. Now see, here is a survey, okay. The top business schools, of course, I am not comparing EA with top business schools. So, bhai, if you are from a top business schools, don't quote me on this. I am talking about an average MBA who cannot invest like you a 7-digit or $500,000 rupees in getting a $500,000 rupees salary. I am talking about a lower middle class person or somebody who cannot invest much, or whose maximum investment could be $1 lakh or less than that. So I'm talking to that person, okay. So our survey says that the return of investment on an enrolled agent is much higher than the return of investment on MBA. See, whenever you're performing certain things, the speed and quality is very important. What is that? Repeat it. Speed and then quality. Both are important. Now here MBA takes 2 years for you to complete, but EA takes 3 or 4 months for you to complete, okay. And look at the salary that it offers. Now see here, the average salary. Local SMEs are some of the recruiters with lowest offers of about 2 lakh per annum. Oh. And I'm sure many of you will testify that also. How many MBAs today, average people who complete MBA, who just have that credential, who just have that certificate, are they earning at least 20,000 rupees per month? I just showed you from pay scale. That the salary, the basic salary itself is 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs. What are you waiting for? EAs earn more than MBA. Even if you want to quote me on this, go ahead. Go ahead. As a college person, you feel that, hey, he's talking bad about MBA and all, please do something for your students. They have invested their trust in you. Forget the money. They have invested their trust in you. Why don't you do something for your students so that they also start earning like 4 to 5 lakhs per annum in like 3 months, in 4 months max, take 6 months. In 6 months, can your students start earning 4 to 5 lakhs per annum? My students can. EAs can. Enrolled agents can. 250 hours versus 750 days. Yes, they earn more than that. Maybe it should have been put, 5 lakhs. And here at iLead, we also give that job placement assistance. So don't miss out on that. Every day we keep getting calls. And there are other jobs also, EAs pursue as an accountant. Look at the salaries. As an accountant, as a tax associate, as a tax analyst, as a tax consultant, senior accountant, tax manager, tax accountant, senior tax analyst, senior manager accountant. Wherever you see 1M, 3M and all, it means it is 1 million, 3 million and all. So what does that mean? 30 lakhs. It means what? 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs. Take a screenshot. Watch this video once again. All this is from payscale.com, okay. If you want a PDF of this, please comment in the chat section, in the comment section, or you can WhatsApp 994-957-9091 and this PDF will be made available to you. Okay, here is what Glassdoor says. Hey, experienced people still struggling. Yeah, keep blaming everybody. Not improving, right? You waste 70,000, 80,000, 1 lakh rupees on a phone which is of no use, right? Smartphone, but you can't invest on yourself. Hey, there's something that I want to say. One of my favorite mentors, Patrick Bet-David, he says this, okay? Invest in anything, gold, land, bitcoins, stock, anything. Nothing will give you the return on investment that investing in one thing will give you. You invest in yourself. You are non-depreciable. You are non-depreciable. Because we are non-depreciable, we are also buried in non-depreciable land. We are worthy of appreciation. Look at these salaries, man. Come on. I would say, become EA first. Even freshers. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing, right? Just look at these salaries, man. 1 to 3 years experience people, 13 lakhs. Plus that 162. Hey, please add both. Average additional pay means bonus. These are all from Glassdoor. So this is not some graphic thing that we have done. We have no need for it. Get the jobs. Go to Naukri.com, India's #1 job site, and check for yourself. Check for yourself. 1562 plus jobs in US taxation just in Hyderabad. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Now, what do enrolled agents do? Okay, good question to ask. Okay, this is what they do. They guide management's tax decision. If your boss is the king, you got to tell him. See, many times, we earn money, but we forget that we have to pay taxes. The same thing happens with company also. Whether you're working with a B2B client or a B2C client, the tax implications are something that is missed out, right? So an enrolled agent is somebody who can guide management's tax decision by examining and discussing tax consequences of various financial options, recommending the optimal course of action. It is not just that, you tell him that, okay, this is only you have to do. No, an enrolled agent will give you options, especially in filing status also, very simple filing status also. He has an option whether to file a joint return with his spouse or file separately. Even that is something which is an option that is presented to the client. That's the beauty of an enrolled agent. Then, remit tax payments by requesting disbursements. People working in companies like ADP, RAN and all, Genpact, Cognizant, which are into payroll process. Anybody who is into payroll process, if you have to process a 941, 944, 940, understanding of US tax laws is very, very important, right? You remit taxes to federal, you remit taxes to state, you remit taxes to local, right? The unemployment insurance and all, employment taxes and all. So EA helps you with that. And then, of course, prepare federal, state and local tax returns of individuals and businesses by collecting, analyzing and formatting financial information. So you collect the information from the client and then prepare the individual or business tax return. And then recommend strategies to minimize tax liability by studying tax regulations, searching out and evaluating tax options. See, people know that US taxation is an evergreen business, right? Now, if you want to exist or excel in this field, it is very important that you keep pursuing. You have to be a EA or a CPA, or else it will be difficult for you. Now, CPA is a little expensive. I'll tell you about that also, but that is something that I definitely want you to pursue, but not before EA. Become EA and then become CPA. That's my personal opinion, okay? That's my advice. I leave it to you. Now, what services can an enrolled agent offer? Okay, these are the services. Manage the tax practice, I think I told you that. Then prepare, file the returns and then solve the tax problems. Okay. Now, this is what IRS calls, okay. An enrolled agent is a person who has earned the privilege of representing taxpayers before the Internal Revenue Service by either passing a 3-part comprehensive IRS test known as Special Enrollment Examination. Remember that acronym SEE. SEE, okay, covering individual and business taxation or through experience as a former IRS employee. So in this EA, there are three parts. I'll tell you what they are: individual taxation, business taxation, and then representation. So now when they say unlimited representation rights or the privilege of representing taxpayers, what does that mean? It means in case client receives any audit notice or inquiry from the IRS or state or local department, the usual mentality or the tendency of the client is that he would panic. But an enrolled agent is somebody who can say, I am there, right? A friend indeed is a friend indeed. Now, enrolled agent status is the highest credential the IRS awards, and like attorneys and CPAs, please read that again. Like attorneys and CPAs, they have unlimited practice rights. Like who? Attorneys and CPAs. So people who say, hey, I never heard about it, that's your problem. That's your problem. But my friend, ignorance is no longer a bliss. That's your problem. This means they are unrestricted as to which taxpayers they can represent, what type of tax matters they can handle, and which IRS officers they can represent clients before. So this is something, that you must know. Now, how is enrolled agent different from other education? Oh, we have been seeing so many education since our childhood. Now, how is this different? Now, as I showed you a while ago, EA is the highest tax credential in the USA. Just look at every point that we have detailed here. Okay, this one screenshot, maybe you will be able to completely understand, what is EA. EA is the highest tax credential in USA, awarded by the US Department of Treasury, that is Internal Revenue Service. Then EA can be completed sooner, in less than 3 months, or I would say 3 to 4 months if you are working right from India. And it's a federal license to practice in all 50 states in USA. See, a CPA can practice in a particular state from where he passes, but EA can practice in all 50 states in the US because this is a federal tax license. That's the beauty of EA. Now, next is the simplest US tax or financial education. 71% pass rate. I'll show you the pass percentage for last 3 years also. And it has no written examination. Everything is multiple choice questions, only 3 papers. Multiple choice questions. So no essay, no much descriptive. So people who are not so good in written English and all, if you have understood the concept well, then it's an easy to go examination for you. Next one, EA is less expensive than any other USA tax or accounting education. Is another career option for students who couldn't complete CA or CPA or CMA. All these examinations, they are complicated, they are challenging, but very rewarding, right? But if you couldn't complete these courses because of lack of money or whatsoever, you can still pursue EA. Then EA is fastest US tax accounting education to get into Big 4 or US tax and accounting firms. So if you have friends in Big 4, please ask them. Ask them. Having a qualification of EA or CPA, how it gets you soon into a Big 4 or a US tax company. Next, EA can help US dependent visa holders to make additional income on EAD. I think I covered this point. And EA with relevant experience can let your employer petition you for a US work visa. So if you're working in a proper company and if your performance is good and you're obedient, I'm sure your employer can also process a US work visa for you. Okay, what do you study in EA? These are the 3 papers that you study: individual taxation, business taxation, then representation, practice and procedures. So these are the topics. So individual taxation, when I say individual taxation, it is about me. It is about me. When I say business taxation, it is about iLead. Now when it is about representation, it means in case we are served with a notice or something, how do we handle that, right? And then when you are writing the examination, you will have to pay the exam fees of $182 for each paper. And then these are the pass percentages for the last 3 years. Check these pass percentages. See, for 2017 and 18, right? Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. Yellow represents the first paper, individual's paper. Red represents the business paper. And purple represents the representation. Just look at the percentage. And the average percentage is more than 71%. And these are the links that you may want to follow to go more into it. So if you are somebody in US taxation industry, if you want more details, you want to dig details on what you will be studying in each chapter or sub-chapter, I would encourage you to please go through these links and know it for yourself. Now remember that PTIN is mandatory to write the EA examination or for signing the tax return. So PTIN, when I say, it means Preparer Tax Identification Number. So if you have to write this, you need to have this number, and iLead Tax Academy will help you with that paperwork also, right? And all that you need to have a PTIN application is you need to have a passport, and in case you need any assistance on applying for the passport also, we can put you in touch with a third party that we are connected with, and he'll be happy to help you. And then we can guide you in applying you for, I told you that, passport and PTIN, and it will take 2 to 4 weeks for you to get your PTIN number, and you can complete your training in the meantime. Okay. Now, this is something I launched, and I made this, and some people were like, how can you compare CA with EA? Absolutely, you're 100% right. We cannot compare CA with EA. Absolutely, CA is different, EA is different. But the point that I am trying to make is, for a middle class person or from somebody from a lower middle class family, earning soon is very, very important. And what made me come up with something like this, there was a girl right in Hyderabad from LB Nagar who committed suicide just because she failed in the CA examination. That's okay. You failed, that's okay. If not CA, not everybody is chartered accountant, not everybody is enrolled agent, right? But if you want to study something special, why not try EA? For me, EA is earnings always, employment assured. Employment assured, earnings always, whether you're in business or in employment. I have not seen any EA who is unemployed. Maybe he may be paid less based on his skills again, but I have not seen any EA who is unemployed. By choice, he may be unemployed, he or she may be unemployed. Okay, so I titled it as Failed CA, Try EA. And I was just doing some Google, how much does a chartered accountant, how much does a chartered accountant make in India? I would request you also, to do a Google on that. Why don't you take a moment to Google that? How much does a chartered accountant make in India? Just let me know what you see. Okay, media team, can you please zoom this for me? Okay, I just typed in Google, how much a chartered accountant earns in India. Okay, now this is what a survey report says. The average salary, this is what a survey report says. The average salary of a chartered accountant in India ranges from 6 to 7 lakhs to 30 lakhs. International packages are even higher, ranging up to 75 lakhs. Last year's stat shows that the average salaries of CA in India was offered around 7.36 lakhs per annum. Okay, now why am I showing you this? Okay, I just told you. See, the average time that you take to complete your CA, I think, if you're doing it in the very first attempt, it takes, like 4 years or something. So after 4 years, so 7.3 lakhs. So let's say 7.3 lakhs, right? Now this is for CA. Now EA, it takes 4 months. 4 months, and you have seen that the person is making at least 5 lakhs. In 4 months, making 5 lakhs is better for me than waiting 4 years and making that. Again, the value addition is certainly different. Certainly different. I am not at all negating that. I am not at all negating that. CA, the person who is talking to you is also a rank holder, All India 17th rank holder and South India first from the ICI examination. But my family couldn't wait 4 years for me to start making money. If your family is also the same, I would encourage you to take up EA. EA. Earn fast. Earn quickly. Right? I leave it to you again. Okay. Fine. I hope it got some clarity at least now. Stop you from committing suicide. And there is hope always. Now see, how EA is different from CA and then CPA. Take a look. Take a look how it is different. How EA is different from CA and CPA. How many papers you write here? In EA, you have 3 papers. Only 3 papers, all multiple choice. In CA, you have, CPT, that's 4 papers plus 8 plus 8. So 16 plus 4, almost 20 papers. And then CPA again, of course, it is 4 papers. And one of the things, that you can relate to EA and CPA is that when you do your EA, you cover your regulation paper. And also if you are somebody from commerce background, your 4th paper, finance or commerce background, your 4th paper is also easy. The business concepts. I leave it to you, where you do your CPA from. But ask a person who has completed EA and CPA, he will tell you. He will tell you. My students are one such example. If you go to our Facebook page, you will see me interviewing, one of our students, Deepak Nagori, is a CA, CPA, CA, somebody from IIM. Okay, he did EA and he shares his experience. So I encourage you to watch my interview with Deepak Nagori. Okay. Now, just look at this. Examination questions also, only 85 multiple choice questions. 3.5 hour examination. 100 questions are there. 15 are not counted. They are just experimental questions. 85 questions are valued. So stress free. And the best part is the results come on the same day. Same day. They will be mailed to you. No waiting time. Now I have seen, many people, after they write their CA, they'll be waiting for that, 2 months, making all the prayers, staying in all positivity, and something goes wrong. It affects. Hey, all these are wonderful courses. Again, I'm telling you, I'm not criticizing any course. Absolutely, they're all wonderful, but based on your need. Based on your need. Sometimes we are very hungry. We might cook at home, but if there's a shop nearby or if there's a restaurant nearby, you may just want to go and have, right? It all depends on you. What is the need of the hour? And then this can be written from Prometric Center. Now because of the current pandemic, the examinations were postponed to November. But otherwise, you could write the examination any time of the year except March and April, because they are the busy tax season months. The IRS doesn't conduct any examination. And just take a look at this. I think this clarifies you all. It takes 2 to 4 months. I know a girl who completed EA in like 23 days. 23 days. So Kamarunisa, she works in PwC in EY Bangalore. Now I think she is moving to Hyderabad. So, and there are many such people. If you go to NAEA, National Association of Enrolled Agents page in Facebook, you will see that there are many people who completed their EA in less than 1 month. I have one of our students also who completed his EA in like 2 weeks. Deepak Nagori is one such person. He just studied and wrote all the 3 papers. I think in February 1st and 2nd week, he completed all the 3 papers. So you can just check that, right? And look at the pass percentage also, right? So you have the entire comparison right before you. And as I say, I would encourage you to, first study EA and then go with CPA. I've given you the comparison and a detailed explanation here because EA is the highest tax qualification, CPA is the highest accounting qualification. EA is highest credential awarded by the US Department of Treasury. CPA is awarded by the AICPA. EA completed in 2 to 3 months or say 3 to 4 months. CPA can be completed in 12 to 18 months. EA is a federal tax license to practice in all 50 states. Remember that. All 50 states. But CPA can practice in only one state and has to get necessary approvals from each state board of accountancy. Then EA has 71% pass rate with 85 MCQs only in each paper. But CPA has 53% pass rate with both MCQs and then task-based simulation. And EA can be written right from India without having to travel to USA. Now, for the current year, you have the examination in November 2020 and then in February 2021. So, if you want a wow future, you got to act now. If people want to say wow, you got to act now. November, now. EA is less expensive than CPA and CPA is more expensive, and CPA can be written only in USA or Dubai. However, because of the current pandemic, for June and September, I think you can write it from India also. So EA gives one access to Big Four or MNCs, and CPA can be pursued once he or she qualifies EA. I don't want you to stop with EA. Go pursue EA, CPA, CFP, CFA, whatever you want to, okay, as long as you दिल में आग है आपको, करो आप, जज्बा है, करो, करते रहो, पढ़ते रहो. Only learners are earners, right? Leaders are readers. So keep learning. Now there's a comparison sheet between EA, CMA and MBA also. You can take a look at this. You have only 2 papers in CMA, but 2 parts. But look at the pass percentage, 45%, that's 71%, okay? And MBA, I think, we already discussed. Now look at the pass rates of EA compared to other exams. You may want to take a look at this sheet once again. Okay. Look at these pass rates also, right? Comparing EA with CIA. CIA, Certified Internal Auditor. That's a different examination again, right? So people in the Big Four must be aware of it. Then, for 2020, EA or SEE, okay? If somebody is saying, SEE, do not think that it is some different examination. It is the same enrolled agent examination, okay? We call it a special enrollment examination. IRS language is special enrollment examination. But once you qualify, once you are licensed, you will be called enrolled agent admitted to practice. Okay, so exams can be normally taken from any prometric center across the world, but now for the current, given the current pandemic, you can write this examination only from New Delhi, Bangalore and Hyderabad. Remember the locations, please, okay? New Delhi, Bangalore and Hyderabad. So I was telling my students that they thought of conducting the exams in Hyderabad because iLead is in Hyderabad. Just kidding. Okay, now the 2021 EA examinations, okay, these are the dates. You may want to check the dates. So just keep a tab on these dates, okay? I think this best gift you can give for this Valentine to your loved one, right? Hey, I'm a EA. Okay, Now, how can iLead Tax Academy help you? Okay, let me give you a quick update here. See, iLead Tax Academy has two businesses. I am Nandakumar KV here. Okay, we have these two businesses, iLead Tax LLC and then iLead Tax Academy. We have offices in New York, California and Delaware for LLC, and for Academy we have offices in Hyderabad and Mumbai. And people say that I have 16 plus years of experience, so you may want to test it as you work with me. And this is me. And the very purpose for which we started iLead Tax LLC is to serve the Indians all over the USA with their personal and business tax filing needs, which also includes bookkeeping, accounting, payroll and all. And Academy, we started it with a vision to educate, employ and enrich the educated youth of this nation with simple and very effective education called Enrolled Agent. And the vision I had with me was, I have seen people struggling to make even 20,000 per month as a postgraduate. So I feel very sorry for that. They have very true stories, and I'm sure you also know many people who are MBAs but they don't even make 20,000 rupees, but they're struggling, right? So I thought rather than they investing 2 years in a business school and not making the money they want, why not they invest in EA, make decent money, then pursue your CPA or MBA from a premium business institute, which is of more value. You get to connect with different minds. You get to pick up the thoughts, right? So why settle for something average? Invest less, earn more. EA is something like that. So that's the intention with which we started. So 4 to 6 lakhs. And I showed you, now it is 5 to 6 lakhs, that's the starting that they are giving. And also if you are experienced, I want, those people to start making, their 10-digit salary. And people, if you are in Big Four, that now being a EA or CPA is absolutely mandatory in Big Four, right? If you are aiming for even an assistant manager position, being a EA or CPA is absolutely mandatory. So thanks to Big Four for, highlighting that and mandating that value. And also one of the other visions was to create learning and earning opportunities for US dependent visa holders on H4, L2 and F2. So because I also file taxes, we do the financial planning, and we get to know, as I speak to clients, I understand that, they are equally educated, but they just cannot work just because they are on dependent visa, and we have to abide the law. But the law doesn't stop us from learning and or becoming one, right? So you can pursue the course, complete the course, start advising your friends, refer them to us, iLead, and get a minority interest on the referrals that you bring to us. So it's an excellent earning opportunity for you, which you should not miss out, right? And thanks to clients who are already doing that. So I call this helping US taxpayers become US tax experts. So I call it as hope for the hopeless. So many people call H4 visa as a curse. So they have their own experiences. So I want them, I encourage them to study this. You go to LinkedIn, you see, how many jobs are there. You can work in local CPA firms or attorney firms or investment banks. There are so many earning opportunities, that you can explore as an enrolled agent. So that is something I don't want you to miss out on, right? And then if you want to get, more details about me, just go through the interviews that I have given in NTV and then V6 News. The links are there, and if you need a PDF of this, I think I told you, just WhatsApp, you will get this PDF, and you can see how we are appreciated by Hindu, South India's #1 English daily, for creating the employment opportunities, internship programs, helping the US dependent visa holders, and our vision. And also if you look at it, we have Professor Dr. V.G. Charigaru, State Vice President of Shiv Shivani Institute of Management, how he has appreciated iLead Tax Academy and its team, and ex-Dean and Director of Geetam, Sri Professor Dr. Lakshman Kumar Garu, wonderful encouragement for us, and Ramakrishna Rao Garu from Head of Placements and Grooming Division from Badruka. The kind of encouragement and support these people have given and their testimonies you may want to read through. And something a little about me. So you may just give it a read, in your free time. So just to let you know, all that I know is US taxation, and I was somebody at 30 years, I paid 40 lakhs in income tax, okay. So that's something, I may want to let you know. I've made that for this world. I think sometimes money is the answer. Whatever be the heart, I think the pocket before the heart counts, right? And I drive a Jaguar XF, just letting you know. And this has been my only source of income, and thanks to my previous companies also and my team who helped me. This is something about me, which the Times of India has also written about me. You may want to give it a read. How they have spoken about the opportunities in the US taxation, and they have mentioned who the enrolled agents is. Now this is all about us, okay? It's all about me and iLead. Now I tell you why you should pick up iLead, okay? So here are the 7 reasons why people consider iLead as the best to become an enrolled agent, okay? Interactive classroom training, okay? So if you are learning anything from this conversation, if you feel this is interactive, though we have not met each other, this is how I teach, okay? So that's the first one. Then student handwritten class notes, okay? And then we give the best IRS tax material, okay? See, you ask any CA, see there are so many portals, okay, which give you like 10 hours of coaching or like 20-30 hours of coaching, and there's no conversation that is happening. I mean, no relationship can withstand if there is no communication. I mean, communication is the essential ground of any relationship. So when there is no communication that is happening between the teacher and the trainee, how do you think he will pass the examination? So that's why many people, they purchase logins. They're mentally satisfied that they have the logins, but they never open, log in and study. But at iLead, you're compelled to study because it's interesting. We make it interesting for you, right? And we make our people write the notes. That's the best part, that stands out. Our students, initially, I mean, with the different colors they use, red, blue, green and all, they write the notes and all. You ask any CA, lawyer, doctor, they have made, IAS officer also, they have made their own notes, own handwritten notes, own handwritten notes. Very, very essential, very, very important. The memory works very, very longer if you write something. And then exam-oriented multiple choice questions bank is given for all 3 papers. Real-time case studies are explained. So because we are somebody into practice also, so I don't teach just from book, just from the EA syllabus, but I also bring in to table, certain case studies, which is important for them to gain, more understanding. So we explain some real-time case studies. Then we give model exam papers. So we conduct examination once they are ready, and then paperwork, and then personal assistance also from the KM team. And the best part is, you can study at your convenience from your home. And many people, they believe that 13 is unlucky. So this is something, my team has come up with. Why iLead Tax Academy is the best, top 13 USPs, because we have many enrollment advisors across the country who advise students get into EA. So here are the 13 reasons, right? So live classroom lectures, 2,500 plus MCQs, then revision classes after completion of classroom sessions. Hey, I have not seen anybody doing a revision of US tax classes. If you know anybody, let me know. We do a revision of that, and then we conduct, weekly mock tests to check the students' understanding if they are ready. Then we conduct T-Day tax sessions every Tuesday and Thursday. So T-Day, tax day, every Tuesday and then Thursday, okay? On iLead Tax LLC, that's my other business, and this is iLead Tax Academy, okay? So you may want to like our page on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube so that you get all the live notification. And then you have IRS tax material for quick reference and revision, and then MCQ clarification with the KM team also. And then you get career mentoring by me, which I love to do it. And then we conduct a IRS test drive with Prometric Center. So before you go up here for the main examination, IRS test drive is something like a demo exam. Okay, just giving a trial. Few questions and you can write. And the team also helps you with PTIN application assistance. So for writing this examination, you need PTIN, and you need to schedule the examination through SEE, through the Prometric Center. That is also something that we help you with. And then Form 23 application is once you pass the examination, you need to apply for the license. So that is also something that the team helps you with. And last but not the least, most importantly, we also help you with job placement assistance. We recommend our qualified enrolled agents to Big Four and US MNCs, other tax firms. We don't charge any placement fees or anything. The moment they pass, we try to recommend them, so that they are well off in their jobs. And just to know, how I teach and all, just go to YouTube, just type iLead Tax LLC or iLead Tax Academy. You can type it on YouTube or Facebook. You will see so many of my videos. So if you feel you are able to understand something and I make some sense to you, I think that's how I teach. Okay, so this is a sample. I was teaching about residential status. Sorry for my expressions there. Okay, resident, 8 letters, and there are 8 situations, and we have 8 courses with iLead, that can put you into a 30% tax bracket. So we teach individual taxation, business taxation, and representation in enrolled agent, the first 3 that you see. And there's a team that also trains our people on QuickBooks accounting and payroll accounting also. And then we also teach people how to handle notices, especially people who have enrolled for internship and all. We teach them, how to handle notices. We teach them how to prepare business tax return, how to prepare individual tax return also. And we have some US intern positions also. So people who want to work with us, during the tax season, so they are welcome. Working with somebody like us, it will give you a complete exposure. So if you want more information on US tax intern positions, please WhatsApp. We hire, we train, and we place. So that's our job. Now, all said and done, everything looks good, fine. So what is the investment to become a licensed US tax expert at iLead? Okay, it doesn't cost you much. It's not costlier than your earnings. Okay, 150 hours of investment is what you need to reap more than 300% ROI. Okay, now given the current pandemic, we don't want anybody to miss out on this education. So if you enroll for all 3 papers, you get 18% GST off, and the best thing is you can pick what you want. So if you want only the tax lectures, you can pick what you want. If you want MCQs, you can pick them. And currently there are certain discount options that's going on. So you can ping or call our office and they will tell you, what is the best price that you can get. And more than anything else, remember that it's an investment. It's not fees, it's an investment. And also, people, if you're working in US tax company, you must be aware that the real-time preparation is very, very important. So you must know to prepare taxes, right? So we offer real-time tax preparation on these forms. So in individual tax forms, these 3 forms are important: 1040, 1040NR, and then 1040X. For citizens and residents, we file 1040, non-residents 1040NR. And if somebody has made a mistake or missed out something, we file amendment. And for businesses, partnership, C corporation, S corporation. So even a multiple member LLC is a partnership. You file 1065. C corp and S corp, you get 1120 or 1120S. And if you need any other forms, that may be an extra charge. But pick any form, it just comes for 9,990. And then comes the total investment. Here is investment summary. So it's 24,990 per paper. So 3 papers just comes to $1,000, and exam fees, you pay directly. And then you have electives, real-time tax preparation electives on individual taxes, business taxes. I would suggest, take both, so that, you become a complete tax professional. And 18% GST, we are waiving off. If you are contacting us as part of this program, we waive off 18% GST, but normally it is higher. And the best thing is the loan facility is also available. So here are the loan details. There's all this we are coming up, so that the education can be made available to everybody, and there's no burden, on their pockets also. So 5,000 rupees a month, I don't think, it should cost you much, and probably, by the time you complete your EA, you will be able to clear it in one go. And these are the different payment options that is made available to you. Okay, now how can you start earning before you are an EA? Hey, what is that? How can I start earning before I am an EA? Is it cheating? No, not at all. Here is how you can start earning even before you are an EA. If you have friends in the US tax industry, they will tell you that you can be placed in any US tax company in any of these 3 scenarios. Let's take a look at these options. Even if you have passed any one paper of EA, hey, if you have passed individual taxation paper or business taxation paper also, people will love to hire you. Yes, they have hired people without that also, right? So your chances of getting hired, even if you passed one paper of EA, will be more high. Of course, you may not be getting, that 5 to 6 lakhs, but you can expect, like 3-4 lakhs or something like that. And second one, if you know how to prepare a US tax return. The tax season is coming, and companies will need people who know how to prepare a tax return, whether an individual tax return or a business tax return. That's important. And then finally, if you are yet to give the EA examination also, but if you know the concepts well, here at iLead, students, they update their CVs, in the job portals, pursuing enrolled agent with iLead Tax Academy, and there are many employers who call them, they check their knowledge. The employer also knows that the exams are postponed. Now it is in November or in February. So their subject knowledge, how are they able to apply their knowledge to a practical situation, and once they answer it right, they are selected. So 3 options that you must not miss out. And the other option that I have for you is, we are looking for enrollment advisors. What do I mean by this? Just in the last 3 months, we have received more than 2,900 inquiries, and I am falling short of team. So if you are a student who is pursuing EA, or even if you are somebody who is just watching it just like that, you felt something was interesting, this fellow is talking too much, making some sense, you can explore this opportunity. We are looking for enrollment advisors. So if you are somebody who is struggling without pay, without job, without income, don't sit and cry. There is an opportunity which you can try, right? You can earn 40K to 1 lakh per month. Just enrolling 4 students in a month. 4 students in a month can get you 40,000 per month. You have 30 days, 4 weeks. And we help you with the data and all. We give you the information. All that you have to do is just call them. And remember, people, Albert Einstein, he said that the hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax, but we make it easy to understand. If you have liked this video this far, I encourage you to please like and share this video, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel also, iLead Tax Academy, so that you get the information when we go live. And finally, tune in to our T-Day tax session every Tuesday and Thursday. You can check your understanding on where you stand. Also, there are many informative videos on iLead Tax Academy video section. You may want to go check. We have the president of NAEA talk, and there's an industry leader who talks why EA is better than CPA. And these are our office details in US and in India. And my dear friend, Don't miss out this opportunity of learning online USA taxation training right from your home. Wonderful opportunity with practical training. We don't give you just the book knowledge, but also the practical training. And me and my team, we wish you all the very best in becoming a successful enrolled agent, and help us to be part of that journey with you, right? So if you have liked this video, please share your comments, and if you have any questions that I can answer, please type in the comment section and I'll be happy to address it for you, right? Thank you very much for watching the video, and I wish you all the very best in becoming an enrolled agent that the nation is waiting for, that the industry is waiting for. Given the current pandemic, the business is coming to India. I'm sure many people are aware of it, right? The business is coming to India. But the point is, are you prepared? Are you prepared to be in that business? Are you prepared? If you are looking for a career in US taxation, accounting or payroll, enrolled agent is something that I don't want you to miss out, okay? And also, despite all this information, if you still need more information, please feel free to talk to our enrollment advisors who work across the nation, across 24 hours. They do their best. So please call our office, and they'll be very happy to help you with. Let's empower this nation. Be part of our vision, to empower this nation with right education, employment and entrepreneurship. Let the educated youth of this nation not be unemployable. Unemployment is another problem, but unemployability is a major problem, and the industry needs people with skill, experience and expertise. And at iLead, we produce real-time tax accounting experts, not just with EA education, but also with real-time tax preparation, so that they make waves in the corporate industry. Thank you very much for watching this video this far, and this is Nandakumar KV signing off. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.